Super Hexagon. All right. Super Hexagon.
All right.
We're gonna.
This is a game that he said that he spends too much time on.
This is the greatest, not thinking game ever.
Yeah?
You guys want to talk about me being lonely again? Shout out to Mega Man.
Oh, God.
I'm getting dizzy.
Loneliness fucking sucks, though.
Yep.
It's
like,
we're gonna get real immediately on this episode.
Let's get real immediately.
I'm in like the worst place of like loneliness where it's like I have friends.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I'm isolated. And that's like the worst fucking feeling in the entire world.
Yeah, it's...
And I was talking to my friend Lexi who lives in Seattle, and she was telling me, she's like, I kind of wish that you had moved to Seattle. And I was like, why? She's like, I just think that you would do better here. I was like, well, why? And she was like, well, all of my friends are real gay. like literally, not like my friends are fucking gay. Like, just like, no, my friends are gay. They're like, this is what they are. And I was like, God damn it, this is gonna make me barf.
Try playing it.
Wow, I can't imagine.
And I was,
you gotta get used to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weirdly true of just like a good majority of my friends are like, I love you guys, but you're all straight white dudes. Like,
yeah,
sure.
Which I'm trying.
Do you want a different stage?
No.
No.
You're gonna keep going?
Okay.
All right, do it, man.
That's what the point is. To play games.
And like I said, I love you guys, and you're my friends, and I adore you. But there's certain things that I just like, I can't talk to you guys about. Simply because like our experiences are 100% different.
Yeah,
like,
without a doubt.
And that's not like your fault or my fault or anybody's fault or anything like that. And it would be terrible of me to like chastise you for it, like, because I know that you are empathetic, like, because you're nice people. But also, it's just like a weird thing. Like, I was talking to Bryan last night because he, I'm gonna out him a little bit. He was on Tinder. Which is fine. That's how some people meet people. And I was like, I can't do Tinder because if you put that you're bisexual on a Tinder, all you get is married couples that want to fuck.
Right.
Sure. This is okay.
You
This
get
is
it.
a lot.
Take a minute, yeah.
Just take
you can use the joypad if you
Yeah,
want.
I think I'm gonna use the stick instead. Okay.
Do you use the shoulders?
I started stick, and then as I got used to it, the shoulders.
Sure. Yeah, because I bet the buttons are probably better. Fuck. Whoa.
Like
Okay, this is a lot after.
This is also like the hard level, dude.
No, this is the easy level.
Oh, I thought this one.
Easy?
No, when you selected hard.
Yeah, that's the easiest level because it goes hard, harder, hardest.
Oh, okay.
Dude, 30. My record, my all-time record, hours of this game locked in, on the screen. I think my best record is 47 seconds.
Damn.
Wow.
Last time we recorded, when you guys were talking about your friends, opening a new arcade, I mentioned that I was just like, oh yeah, what would be nice is there's not a lot of places for queer people to hang out that aren't hypersexualized, which is something that I've also been thinking about. Is oh, maybe I want to make friends, but maybe I want to make friends that are specifically gay, which is weird. But I don't want to fuck anybody. I just want a friend who gets it.
Sure, yeah.
And I have gay friends, but they don't live in this area a lot. But I feel like that's been
My closest friend's a lesbian, and we've talked about similar shit like that before.
Yeah.
Because she's if you don't drink and chase pussy all the time, because she's in a relationship, she's there's nothing for me to do. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, and that's so upsetting. And that has keyed into my feeling of loneliness. Is just I had this weird moment where I was I miss doing things being on an MMO or one of those old dumb sites like Gaia Online that I was on, because at least I felt like I had somewhere to go.
Sure.
And I played TF2 for years, and I was a mod on a server, and I always knew that if I was lonely or if I needed something to do to kill time, I could always get on the Team Interrobang servers and just I would have friends there. And I feel like I don't have that anymore. I don't know. It's weird to be in that kind of place.
Fuck,
oh my god,
that is dizzying.
And there's no meetup community, or there's no like.
And like, I go to cons, and even cons to a certain degree are like almost hypersexualized to a point where like
I would agree with that.
I would really just like I said, like an arcade or like a tabletop place, like even if it was a night out of the week, even if there was an arcade that was like, hey, Tuesday nights, that's for like the queer community, I would show up on Tuesday nights, like, and I'm not saying that like all of the queer community is great, because there's a shit ton of garbage in it.
It's the same percentage of assholes as a straight
There's a shit ton of garbage
which is high.
everywhere. Yeah, it's very high.
And like I was talking to a friend who's like, I just recently like started feeling comfortable identifying myself as like a queer individual because of things like bi erasure and stuff like that, which sucks. Like having to like just like, oh, you're gay. Well, no, technically I'm bi, but gay is like a quick shorthand so people don't fucking question like every single thing that I do.
Have you heard of? I've talked about it like 8,000 fucking times, but. Lair of Abraxas up in Broomfield.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone?
Mm-mm.
So it's like a gamer bar, and they like do T&E hookah and shit. But the owners are like super like inclusive in the community. I think she's part of it, the female owner. And I don't think they do any like specific nights for shit like that. But they're always looking for people to suggest like community nights for the weeknights.
Yeah. And like.
And I don't see how the place could be sexualized at all.
Yeah. And like that's just like. That's why I don't go to places like 1UP, because it's garbage. Like,
oh god, that sucks for
like
everybody.
2UP isn't any better, like, because it's always just full of like rowdy frat boys, and it's like who want to like get drunk and chase chicks at an arcade. It's like, dude, I just fucking want to play like fucking like Ridge or like fucking that Racer Rally game, like that with the steering wheels.
And I mean, it's similar to like Tony's opening the arcade now, and him and I for years would just
Hiram. Holy shit, dude, that was fucking good.
Yeah.
That was
That's what I'm telling this game gets you once you
That was really good though. Like,
Alright.
I'll give it a shot.
Brett's trying now.
Oh, I
we
swear
should have turned it on arcade mode.
What's that
What's
do?
that do?
All it does is so it doesn't hold the high score, it holds the last score.
Oh.
So you're just trying to beat the one before you.
Ah man, getting used to this control is weird.
Yeah, it's definitely takes some.
It bends your eyes too, like you gotta get it.
Yeah, you get dizzy. It's
I'm
crazy.
very dizzy just watching
And the
this.
thing, like, if you play it long enough, it starts to like you stop getting dizzy, and that's when you like lock in. I think it's like when it gets addicting.
I saw
Yeah.
a game that was similar like to this, but the art style was done like an MC Escher painting,
right.
in black and white, and it was super cool. Oh, I swung around too hard.
This game.
I'm with Evan here. I like the shoulders.
Yeah, that's how I was playing. I couldn't imagine kind of doing that a different way.
I don't like this passive aggressive lady
is
telling
another-
me I'm bad. Though.
I want to build a tiny ass arcade cabinet for this,
Yeah.
like a hexagonal cylinder with a tiny
yeah,
screen.
yeah.
She's so passive aggressive.
Came over.
You had it.
I know. I did have it. I did have it, and then I threw it away like
the
much
other-
of my life.
That's the other brilliant part about this game too. Is like it's quick to just keep going.
Yeah.
Like, so you
Yeah,
can
it
just.
doesn't.
It's like a roguelike, where it's just like pop chips, man. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, like Matt was telling me this story about how he met the owner of Mile High Comics, who offered to take them to the warehouse to pick out some free comics if they were voting for this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, because like the owner of Mile High Comics is part of the queer community as well, and I was just like, I didn't fucking know that. Nowhere in like Mile High Comics did I ever feel like the spinning. Did I ever feel like I got into a fight at a fucking at the Mile High Comics because I insinuated that Booster Gold should be gay because he should, like. Back when DC was like announcing that one of their main canon characters was gonna be gay, I was like, oh, it should be Booster Gold. Like, he makes the most sense. He's never had like a long has never had like a long stable relationship.
There it is. You got it.
And the only person he's ever loved is Ted Cord. Like, But like the dude was there, like he's like, oh, why should Booster Gold be gay? It shouldn't be gay. There shouldn't just be characters shouldn't just be made gay. It's like, well, maybe they were, and then just like,
Yeah.
Born gay like the rest of the human race.
yeah.
What a idea.
I have a fucking friend like that. Like damn it, I swung.
Whoa.
Yeah, that like you always end up like overcorrecting.
Yep.
That hurts my brain.
Wes is playing Watch Dogs, and he was saying, he's like, oh, it sucks because there's only like one girl.
Who's playing? Evan's playing?
Evan's playing, yeah.
There's only
the
like
next
one
hardest
girl
mode.
on the team, and our friend was like, ugh, I just don't want that to be a thing. It's like, what, girls being in things? Like, why? And he's also like the straightest, whitest person I've ever met. So it's impossible to explain, like, hey, you know, sometimes I just want to see a bisexual person on TV who isn't like a sexual predator, like.
Yeah.
That's how they always are, like.
That's absolutely how they always are. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I never understood some of that stuff. Like one of my babysitters who used to watch me when I was a kid was gay.
Yeah.
Never had a problem ever.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't raised that way, so it's just so hard for me to understand why somebody could be that demeaning to somebody when it has no effect on their life at all.
Yeah. Like, nothing, like, having more, like, women and, like, queer people represented in media, like, it's, like, negatively impacts no one
Yeah.
in any way, yet still doesn't happen. Like,
Well, the only people that it impacts are people that are like assholes
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
Right, and it comes back to like the vocal minority type of dance. Like,
Yeah.
you hear all this flack about it. Yeah, there's probably the same fucking 200 people.
Yeah.
They just complain about everything because they're threatened by change.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you go to the South and you realize not everybody's fucking racist or retarded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are just
For
the
sure.
only fucking people from the South
That you hear
from.
about,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like, when I was talking to my friend, we were like, there are a lot of like,
Whoa.
there's a fucking, like a high, really right into hard stuff. Oh my god, why?
Oh man,
The fuck is this?
I don't think I've ever broken 10 seconds on this.
I want to try this one
All right, one more.
after
Give him
this
a go.
round.
Let me get into it for a minute. The music is killer though.
Yeah, the
It sounds
music is
like a fucking
amazing.
Gucci song.
It might be. I wouldn't be surprised if they.
That record.
All right,
though.
I've got the controller.
I totally just. Oh, I say that, like, man, like, white affluent gay guys are sometimes the fucking worst, and like,
I know too, and they are.
yeah, and the reason that they're the worst is because they believe that since they belong to a marginalized group, they can like talk shit about other marginalized groups. Like, my friend Lexi is trans, and she was like, so many white gay guys use the word tranny all the time, just because they've done drag like one time, and it's like that's.
I just beat your record.
No, nice. Dial it in
By
hard.
pure luck.
Like, these two guys I know, one of them's alright, he's a nice dude, but his boyfriend is like the worst human being I've ever met, and he shits on every human being. He's one of those guys you can't make him, like, you make him a drink and he complains about it.
God.
And it comes back, I don't know what the fuck it comes from, I'm not gonna make it something, but it was, like, I noticed that, I'm like, why are you a fucking turd?
Yeah, and like that's really like when I talk about like, oh, I would like to meet more people in the queer community, I was like, I know that I'm still gonna meet the exact same amount of assholes. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, because the exact same amount of assholes exist in every other like community, but also like I'm just also looking for. I'm trying to weed through it to find like a person who's nice. Like,
Right. I think that's the same everywhere though. Like, I was online dating for like last year a lot. And I was like, when I started, I was like, oh, you know, as long as I'm like a good dude, it should be easy to find a nice woman out there. There's all these nice women looking for good dudes. I was wrong, man. There are terrible fucking women everywhere.
Yeah,
I've been
like-
stood up 5 times from different online
What?
places. Yeah.
bullshit.
And it's just like people I would talk to for a couple weeks even.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, yeah, let's go downtown. I'll be there at 2:30. And I was like, okay, cool. And then nothing happens. Just that's happened to me 5 times, and it's
That's worse
Yeah.
than like just not getting any hits.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because then you feel like you did something. Like,
Well, that's my biggest problem lately. It's just been like I can't fucking meet anybody to
You
talk
don't
to.
know how to not take it personally.
Yeah.
When I was talking to Matt and Bryan, I was like, I'm not even like, I just got out of a relationship. I'm not super into like dating right now. I just want to make like a friend. Like, and like I was like, I have plenty of friends. And when I was talking about Fisher, she was like, why?
All right, we actually gotta need to
That's
end this
funny.
episode. Do we want to
Yeah,
do
we'll do
another
one
one?
more, yeah.
All right.
I think we're hit a nice place here.
Hey citizen, it's your buddy Hiram here. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Super Hexagon / Real Talk Volume 1. We've got a couple more episodes of Super Hexagon coming up, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on that and all of our other episodes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.